In Cosmic Encounter, you control an alien race with a unique power that allows you to manipulate the game rules while trying to claim 5 planets. When you attack a planet, the other players can offer support in the attack or defense of that planet, which prompts negotiation and temporary alliances as you try to keep strong aliens in check or join forces to possess a planet together. Shared victories are possible, as well as surprise wins thanks to alien-specific victory conditions. The original game only has 15 alien powers, but today hundreds of alien powers exist thanks to multiple editions of the game, as well as fan-created aliens that let everyone break the game's rules to their tastes. And that's why Cosmic Encounter has been inducted into the BoardGameGeek Hall of Fame for 2025.
Cosmic Encounter is one of the most influential games in the world. Sometimes people don't realize just how much this game did. I mean, it directly inspired Magic the Gathering. It was one of the first games to give the idea of having expansions to other games. But it was a game that, while it took the designers a long time to find a publisher, they eventually just published it themselves, just brought such a plethora of variety and just almost took the board game that was already existing at that point in time and just turned it upside down on its head. It's an amazing accomplishment of what they did, and the fact that it's still playable almost 50 years later is just mind-boggling for how enjoyable this game is. I love the game. I first played it when I was 13. I loved the idea of having my own special power. No game had ever shown me that I would be different than everybody else, and this constant every game of this I played in my lifetime, probably 100 different times I've played now, every game has felt completely different. They've always been fun, negotiating, just seeing the craziness that can happen. No game brings me quite the joy that Cosmic Encounter does.
Cosmic Encounter is one of those games that's always been there, and when I say always, I almost mean always, because this game has existed in some form since 1977. Cosmic Encounter is all about doing weird stuff, because you're going to get an alien faction that basically breaks every single rule in the game, and they're going to try to win with that by making people help you and making them do what you want to do and betray other people when they don't like it anymore.
This shouldn't be a game that we like.
No.
But played with a real, like the right group, this is a blast to play.
Yes.
Because it's so many wacky things that happen, and as you said, we've had moments where the game isn't the game anymore because of an alien faction's rule that just turns it all upside on their head, and that's what makes this game so wonderful every time we play it.
We're talking about Alien Negotiations Cosmic Encounter. First released in 1977 by Eon, Cosmic Encounter has seen countless versions over the years, and it's quite possibly one of the greatest games ever made. But what I love most about Cosmic Encounter is that you are forced to attack players, and you don't get to decide whom you're attacking. You need to attack players and help other players attack so that you can all win the game, but you also need to help defend players from attacks so you can draw more cards. While there are many rules variations across the decades of gameplay, the core game itself is fantastic. And I think that's because Cosmic Encounter understands what most negotiated games don't do, and that is keep it all about the negotiation. Many years ago, Shut Up and Sit Down did a video about why Cosmic Encounter is the greatest modern board game of all time. You have the fiddliness of the poker chips, you have the direct player interaction with the negotiations, and the game forces those interactions, but more importantly, it's how the negotiations and the mechanics integrate to create unforgettable moments in gaming. But Cosmic Encounter taught me a very special lesson, and that is that as much as we are collectors of board games, even more so, we are collectors of stories. Because when you look at these games on your shelf, you see games, but really you see those memories, you see those stories, you see those moments, and you play those games again because you want to recapture that magic of those moments. And Cosmic Encounter does this better than most games out there, and that is why it deserves this space in the Board Game Hall of Fame.
Thank you to all of the contributors who helped make this video, and thank you for joining us in celebrating these incredible games and designers who have shaped the hobby we love. For more details and to explore even more amazing games, visit BoardGameGeek.com.